Happening now, Lodi's annual Grape Festival underway. Festival been going on for the past 80 years. Features live performances, wine tasting, carnival, a whole lot more. Festival going to last through the weekend. So the big question is, how's the weather going to be for those people? Let's get to Ashley for a check on that. Have you been to this before?
I have, yeah. I've been to that at the Asparagus Festival. Definitely fun events to go to in that region. And yeah, they are dealing with some really nice weather, especially right now. Let's take a look outside as we check in with temperatures. Most of us are already back into the 80s. Right now sitting at 82 degrees in Sacramento, 83 in Stockton, and already starting to feel the heat just a bit more across portions of the foothills. We'll continue to watch temperatures climb through the rest of this afternoon, but believe it or not, right now temperatures are just a touch cooler than where they were at this point yesterday by about 2 to 6 degrees. Now that trend's not going to continue through the rest of the afternoon as highs climb back to the lower 90s. But here's a look at temperatures. We'll continue to climb for the rest of the afternoon, then drop off this evening with temperatures cooling into the 60s late tonight. Highs for us today across the Sacramento Valley, very similar to what we felt out there yesterday, with most of us getting back into the lower 90s. We'll top out at 92 in Sacramento, 92 in Galt, and 94 in Yuba City. As we take a look at the Central Valley, back into the lower 90s as well. If you're heading towards Lodi today, 91 for your high today, 91 in Stockton, and 91 in Modesto. Along the foothills and Sierra, we'll make it back into the 70s and 80s for highs, and even across the Delta, back into the 80s as well for highs. Cool spot today, especially along the coast, as we continue to keep that persistent marine layer in place around the Bay Area, with highs getting back into the upper 60s around San Francisco. But our temperatures, although warm this afternoon, not going to stay that way this evening. We'll continue to watch temperatures drop late tonight. If you are heading out to the River Cats game, here's a look at your forecast around Sutter Health Park. We'll make it back into the upper 80s just in time for first pitch, and then slowly starting to watch temperatures cool down even more by 8 o'clock as temperatures drop into the lower 80s. Our temperatures will continue to cool as we look towards the weekend. We do have a weather pattern change on the way. Ridge of high pressure giving us all of the dry conditions, warmer air today. That'll start to move off towards the east starting tomorrow, allowing for some cooler air to spill in. We'll start to pull in more of that onshore flow, the Delta breeze, and that's going to help us stay cooler than average through the upcoming weekend. And that trend only continues into next week. As we take a look at next week, we'll start to notice an area of low pressure dropping in, and that's going to only provide more cooler air and also some strong gusty winds. We are going to be watching, especially next week, for some stronger winds on Thursday, and they'll be arriving from the north, and that could increase fire danger. So make sure to stay with us as we continue to track that. But looking towards your weekend, going to be a nice weekend to get outside. We will have the chance of picking up a few isolated storms, mainly across our higher elevations, but I think a lot of us are going to be staying dry. Temperatures along our higher elevations back into the 70s and 80s, and across the Bay Area back into the 60s for Saturday and Sunday. Extending this out even further with your 7-day forecast, a really nice forecast in store. After the weekend in the 80s, we'll stay in the 80s come Monday and into Tuesday. Monday going to be our coolest day of the 7-day stretch, but heading into next week, we're still going to keep temperatures, well, below average for this time of the year.